The royal family has always been a world of intrigue, where loyalty, duty, and power collide in unpredictable ways. But right now, Buckingham Palace is buzzing with rumors about an escalating power struggle that has everyone talking. In the spotlight are two of the most formidable women in the monarchy, Queen Camilla and Princess Anne. What initially seemed like a quiet disagreement has now exploded into a full-blown battle of wills, with the future of the monarchy hanging in the balance. The intrigue is thick, the stakes are high, and the tension is palpable. Just when it seemed like King Charles had secured a stable reign, and that the royal family might enjoy a period of peace, Princess Anne stepped up to challenge Queen Camilla's rising influence. Sources close to the palace say this is no ordinary dispute. It's a clash of ideals, a conflict over power, and one that could change the course of royal history. But what exactly sparked this showdown? What happened behind closed doors at Buckingham Palace that has left even the most seasoned royal insiders shocked? Let's take a deep dive into the palace drama unfolding between these two strong-willed royal women. For years, Queen Camilla has carefully navigated the complex waters of royal life, earning respect and gradually solidifying her place within the royal family. Yet, reports now claim that her ambition has grown, perhaps too much. Insiders suggest that when Camilla made a bold move to solidify her influence in royal affairs, she unknowingly triggered a fierce response from Princess Anne, one of the staunchest defenders of royal tradition. The power struggle between Anne and Camilla isn't just about titles or roles, it's about control, influence, and the future of the monarchy. Just when it seemed like Camilla had the green light to steer her course, Anne stepped in with a quiet, but calculated resistance, ensuring that her own vision for the monarchy prevailed. But how far did Anne go in blocking Camilla's plans, and why is this moment being called a turning point for the royal family? To truly understand the rift between the two women, we need to look back at the moment when Camilla first entered the royal fold. When she married Prince Charles in 2005, the palace was careful with its choice of title for her. Camilla was referred to as Princess Consort, a title designed to acknowledge her position without fully embracing the title of Queen. This decision was made with the understanding that public sentiment toward her was still complicated, particularly due to the shadow of Princess Diana that loomed over her relationship with Charles. At the time, the palace carefully crafted a compromise, hoping to avoid a public backlash and keep the peace. But behind the scenes, sources claim that Camilla wasn't content with this arrangement. There were whispers that she had always envisioned herself not just as the wife of the king, but as a queen in her own right. And when Charles ascended to the throne, Camilla's wish was granted. She became Queen Consort, a title that elevated her status and influence within the royal family. However, this change didn't sit well with everyone, particularly Princess Anne. Anne, who has always adhered to the strict traditions of the monarchy, viewed this as a violation of the promises made to the public, and perhaps even as an undermining of the monarchy's integrity. Why was Camilla's title upgraded now, when the monarchy had survived for centuries without such changes? What message did this send to the public about the institution of the monarchy? For Anne, this was about more than just the title. It was about the role that Camilla was beginning to play in the monarchy. Anne, who had always seen her royal role as a lifetime commitment, felt that Camilla's rise was a sign that she was seeking more power than was warranted. It wasn't just about being the king's wife. It was about her place within the monarchy, and the very traditions that Anne held dear. As Camilla's influence in the royal family grew, so did Anne's concerns. Unlike other royal family members who have occasionally tried to modernize the monarchy, Anne has remained steadfast in her belief that the monarchy should stay rooted in tradition and duty. She has long been one of the hardest-working royals, never seeking the spotlight, but always showing up for her engagements with dedication and grace. But when Camilla began to assert her influence more directly, it raised alarm bells for Anne. According to insiders, Anne wasn't simply concerned about the future of the monarchy, She believed Camilla was playing a long game to cement her authority. This wasn't just about being a supportive wife to King Charles. It was about Camilla positioning herself as an indispensable figure in royal affairs. Anne wasn't about to let this happen without a fight. Reports claim that Anne took matters into her own hands, using her deep knowledge of royal protocols and her trusted allies within the palace to subtly block Camilla's attempts to gain further power. This was a quiet but forceful resistance, one that played out behind closed doors. It wasn't just about Camilla's ambitions. It was about protecting the monarchy from what Anne saw as unnecessary changes. While the battle between Anne and Camilla may seem like an internal struggle for power, it also manifested in more public ways, most notably, in their contrasting approaches to fashion. For years, Anne has maintained a practical, modest wardrobe. Her style is functional, reflecting her commitment to duty rather than any desire to make a statement. She rewears outfits from years past, embracing the idea that being royal is about service, not about personal display. Camilla, however, has embraced high-end fashion. She wears designer pieces, adorns herself with luxurious accessories, and uses fashion as a tool to project power and status. Sources claim that Anne viewed Camilla's extravagant fashion choices as an attempt to outshine the institution itself, a move that did not sit well with the royal family's traditional image. To Anne, the monarchy wasn't about flaunting wealth, it was about duty, humility, and restraint. But was it really about the clothes? Or was Anne using fashion as a subtle way of sending a message? Was this her way of reminding Camilla that, despite her title, she was still an outsider in the world of royal customs? As queen consort, Camilla was naturally expected to be involved in royal affairs. She was married to King Charles, and many assumed that with her title came full access to the monarchy's most sensitive records, classified documents, and high-level state matters. However, Princess Anne had a different vision. Behind the scenes, Anne worked quietly to restrict Camilla's access to these crucial affairs, limiting her ability to influence important decisions. This was a bold and dramatic move. Queen consorts of the past had always been briefed on state matters and consulted on key decisions. But according to sources close to the situation, Anne was determined to maintain control. She didn't trust Camilla and felt that she had not yet earned the right to be fully involved in the inner workings of the monarchy. The repercussions of Anne's actions were far-reaching. Camilla, furious at being excluded, reportedly confronted palace officials, demanding answers. But Anne stood firm. She believed that loyalty to the monarchy wasn't something that could be bought with a title. It was earned through a lifetime of service. And in Anne's eyes, Camilla still had a long way to go. The situation reached a boiling point when King Charles was forced to step in. Torn between his loyalty to his sister and his desire to support Camilla, Charles faced a difficult decision. In the end, a compromise was reached. Camilla was given access to some documents, but her influence within the highest circles of royal affairs remained limited. But was this the end of the story? Or was it just the beginning of a deeper rift that could have lasting consequences for the royal family? The monarchy is built on tradition, but Camilla's rise to power has opened the door to new questions. How much influence should a queen consort have? And where does Anne's loyalty to tradition begin, and where does her protection of the monarchy's power end? As the drama between Anne and Camilla unfolds, one thing is clear: the royal family is facing a crisis of leadership. With tensions between the two women only continuing to escalate, the future of the monarchy may depend on how this power struggle plays out. Will Camilla find a way to assert herself as a true partner to King Charles? Or will Princess Anne's steadfast commitment to tradition prevail? And what role will the rest of the royal family play in the battle for control? Only time will tell, but one thing is for sure: the drama behind Buckingham Palace doors is far from over.